Welcome back. I'm Jessica Haro, and I'm here with a rising actress, Peach Fox. Peach, thank you so much for being on the show.
It's a pleasure. Absolutely a pleasure to be here.
So, why don't you tell our audience about yourself and about your story?
Eerst wil ik zeggen ik ben van Nederland, van Amsterdam. Ik heet Peach Fox en het was altijd mijn droom om in LA te zijn en om mijn acteercarrière te volgen. Hier ben ik eindelijk om te doen wat ik wil doen. En ik heb het geluk gehad dat ik mee heb ontmoet. En ik ben eindelijk waar ik ben. Oh mijn god, mijn wens is voor jullie allemaal je droom te volgen. Because, oh my god, how beautiful, how sweet it is to be who you want to be or who you are in essence. Daarom allemaal, ik groet jullie allemaal vanuit Los Angeles. Hi!
Oh, I understood some of that. I understood Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was Dutch. That was my mother language.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, what brought you here all the way from the Netherlands?
First of all, I'm grateful that I came from the Netherlands. And what brought me here was my passion. I've been always passionate about everything American. Like, it could be anything, but my biggest passion is acting, entertainment, singing. I had multiple opportunities in Holland to work as an actress. But again, I'm really particular. I said, you know what? It's just only LA, Hollywood. I want to be in Hollywood. I want to be an actress here. And every time when I follow my heart, it always comes true. And I always say, like, me in LA, it's the best match in the world. Because I create miracles here. There's nothing that I cannot create in Hollywood, in my beautiful California. Oh my God, I'm so in love with California. Yeah.
Now, let's start at the very beginning. Back home in Holland, you're working in the entertainment industry.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct. I was working at a business events as an MCer, performing for more than 10,000 people. I remember KLM catering, and I do remember it was not the plan to be an MCer because I was basically helping to guide the event. And then my boss comes to me and is like, Peach, the MCer is not feeling well. So I'm like, oh, so what do you want me to do? Well, you have to go up. I'm like, no, I cannot do that. Well, I went up there and I just fell in love with being on stage. So yeah, I did that, worked for Playboy also, modeled, bathing suit modeling. Yeah, that's kind of like what I did there, and followed my heart, and here I am.
So, what made you switch from being an MC and modeling to acting?
So basically, I love modeling. I love MCer. I love acting. And what brought me to acting is that I realized in the depth of my heart what I really wanted to pursue. And I think all the things I did before I decided to do this is it will give me a lot of depth and layers and character, a lot of experience I had. So absolutely the reason that brought me to acting is that I can be myself. I can just have those feelings or emotions or see through the lens of the character, and it gives me freedom to connect with the audience and bring a story that maybe can change somebody's life. It changed my life. So yeah, acting.
So, you came to LA, you decided you want to be an actor. What do you do?
Right now, so what I did, I came here and I was like, how does it work here? Because things are different in Holland and here, so too.
Mhm.
So I went to acting school to Graham Shields, Beverly Hills Playhouse. I love Beverly Hills Playhouse. Oh my God, I love everybody. Yeah, they brought the best out of me. Lee Strasberg, Eric Morris, and some other. And then eventually
what did you do with your first step into acting?
Yeah, so that was the classes, taking the classes, and then eventually making sure that I have demo reels because I had never heard of demo reels. I was like, how do you do that? So finding the right place to go and do demo reels. So I have three. I'm really proud of it. One is a little bit dramatic. The other one is I'm fighting and I'm shooting. And the other one is like kind of like falling in love. So I did that, and then eventually I was not yet ready. Then last year, everybody told me like, "Peach, you're ready. Come on, you should go. You know, you'll find a job easily." I'm like, that's. I decided when I'm ready from the inside. And then I was at an award, HAPA Award, with a friend, and that's where I met the producer of Shakespeare on the Rock. And so he was looking for Lady Macbeth. I was like, Lady Macbeth at Shakespeare. I was not sure. And then eventually decided to go with it. We performed on 23rd of January, and it was sold out. It was just, oh my God, it was beautiful, the show. Um, yeah, so that's what I did. We're working on it's a pre-production a documentary. Yeah, that's where I am right now.
Why don't you tell our viewers what Shakespeare on the Rocks is, how it stands out from other Shakespeare performances, which there are many.
There are so many, and again, I had to dive deep into this too, and I was like, what makes it so different? And again, for me, it was like I was allowed to create my own Lady Macbeth, and we gave our own twist, like a modern twist on it. That was the difference, I think. Um, and also, it was we did also sonnets. I think yeah, that was the difference. And then we had a party afterwards. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say about that. Yeah. And then we have a pre-production about like how the making of Shakespeare on the Rocks. Yeah, that's all I can say about it now.
Now, Shakespeare is famously, the language in it is very old. Even as English, if you're a native English speaker, it's difficult. As not a native English speaker, how do you even tackle that?
Oh my God, that's such a beautiful question. So when I came on the set, the first day, so I got this book of Lady Macbeth, and there it goes. So I can read English easily, but now this is like Shakespearean. I'm like, I asked the producer, how do you pronounce this? And so I pronounced it like the poor cat in the adage. It's like, no, it's the poor cat in the adage. I'm like, oh, and I was like, can I do this? And it was, I thought it would be hard, but then when I devoted myself into what is this about, and then going to who's the character, the story, and I just remember all the lines like in I think in 5 days, and 99% it was perfect, the Shakespearean language, but I had to tackle it. Yeah, what I did, I was just reading out loud, recording it, and then listening back, and then every time when we went on a rehearsal, seeing if I got some critic or not, but it was all good. So I think I did a great job. Yeah.
Now, you didn't really have any theater experience before that, but you did have experience working as an MC. Did that help you just to being on stage in this way?
Absolutely, I think so. Later, that's what I thought, but I have to say honestly, what really helped me was Beverly Hills Playhouse, because they brought the best out of me. And that's where I became 100, I became so confident in who I am, what I can do, my body language. And I was before that comfortable, but I think they brought the best out of me that when people are looking at me, I become the best version of myself.
Mhm.
So I give the credit to them, and also my experience as a yoga teacher, um, trying to be calm and breathing and those kind of things. But again, I'm sending my credit to the Beverly Hills Playhouse. Yes.
What did you do there that helped improve your acting?
I think it is the teachers, the way how they um, the teaching they give, how they so they have different kind of way how they teach different schools.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to discredit another school, but there are some schools they are really hard on you, and they would say like, no, you know what, this is too hard for you. I'm not sure if you can do it, and this kind of things. But there it is like they really take time to see what your weakness is and then explore that in a safe way in class. Like if your weakness is singing, then they will let you perform, and then they all will clap and they'll love you. I'm so good, amazing. But then I also will give you real critic in a way that is not going to hurt you, your inner child. That will go back. But no, they will strengthen you. And that's their teaching. That's how they teach there. But specific, let me see if I can have some specifics. Oh yeah, like when we perform, for example, there, it's like always at the same place. We are not going from one place to another. We perform at one stage, and we have familiar things around us. Those are some small things. Like from other schools, it's just like you perform at Starbucks. You go at I don't know, like all those kind of things. But they're so specific, so special how they do that. And also we perform like 3 times a week or more, and they are really strict on that. And that's what helped me.
So that frequency of doing it 3 times a week.
Yes.
If you do anything a lot, you are going to get better at it.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And the students there, I have to say, they are all so professional and committed and dedicated, which I have goosebumps right now. But everybody is so serious about it and professional, and that is kind of what helped me to be that person. Yeah.
Now, where do you want your acting career to go?
Oh, well, I'm really specific. And I always know in life what I want. If I want a house, a beautiful house, then I know how it looks, the color, and with everything in my life. And there's not one time in my life that happened that I didn't got it. So this is my new endeavor that comes straight from my heart. This is not something I saw somebody doing. This is just me. And what I see and what I want is I want to perform on a high level on TV, like psychological characters. I'm super good in rom-coms. Um, so I want to be a professional actor. I am a professional actress. So I basically am reaching out for representation who will get me to that point, which I will. So if you're watching, you'll be lucky if you have me. Yeah.
Oh, are there any actors, whether acting currently or in the past, who have inspired you?
Meryl Streep. I love Meryl Streep. The way how she transforms from Meryl Streep into the character. She's gone. The character is there. Angelina Jolie, a professionalism, and then her silent way of doing things, not overacting. I love that. I love Julia Roberts. Inspired me. Not afraid to smile. And the reason I'm saying that is just, it's kind of like I was afraid to smile. But looking at her, I was like, oh, she smiles. I'm not afraid to smile either. So those 3 beautiful actors are my anchor.
Do you have a dream role that you want?
Absolutely. I forgot his name, but I just what I want to play in movies like Titanic, like these big movies. Just go with it. That's one of my favorite. But like the big screen, I just want to be on the big screen. That is my biggest aspiration, my dream, and I definitely will not let go of that until my last breath. Yeah.
Well, Peach, thank you so much for being here with us. Where can our audience find out more about you?
My beautiful audience, where you can find me is on Peach, Peach 5.
And is that on like Instagram?
On Instagram. I forgot my Instagram.
Oh, they Google Peach Fox. They find you?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Peach 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Peach 5.0. I'm so excited, guys. That's why it's just, I'm lost for words. That's what's happening right now.
Well, everyone, please go find her, and I would love to see more of your work.
You definitely will. Absolutely. I
Thank-
promise you that.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
And thank you, viewers, for watching. We have another very great episode coming up with someone else who you've worked with. So very exciting. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.